Hello, everybody. Welcome to part two, Christmas TV look at the BBC. We've already seen what BBC One and Two are offering for their viewers this year. Now, of course, the next are obviously we've got BBC Four, that is considered an archive channel, and then you've got CBBC and CBeebies that are obviously the kids' channels. So, without further ado, we are going to, and if you want to watch part one, there'll be a link in the description, by the way, if you want to watch any of the reveals regarding BBC Radio Sounds and part one of the Christmas TV highlights for the BBC this year. So part two, we're going to kick off with BBC Four. And kicking off BBC Four's highlights, A Christmas Carol, The Read with Anne Mary Duff. She's going to be reading A Christmas Carol from Charles Dickens. It's filmed in Manchester. And then there's going to be I guess you could say, a West End style performance that's coming to BBC Two. The Merry Window from Glenburn is going to be coming to BBC Four. It's a new West End production which marks the 50th, but it's essentially a show, a cocktail of raising music, touching romance, and madcap comedy. Another highlight for Christmas on BBC Four, which happens to be airing on Friday for BBC Four, is The Making of Do They Know It's Christmas, where they tell the story of Band-Aids. Do they know it's Christmas? The charity single came out in 1984, dealing with obviously in aid of the efforts in Ethiopia between 1983 and 1985. Got the Christmas #1 that year. It won a Grammy Awards for Best Music Video, and it kind of just tells the story of essentially just how it came to be. Really fascinating story, and you can see that. And by the way, you can watch this on iPlayer right now. And then we have a Country Music Christmas, which that has been confirmed for Friday the 20th on BBC Four, where they're going to be showing the Country Christmas concert for this year. Will feature Amy Grant and Trisha Yarwood, who are going to be the co-hosts of this year's Country Music Christmas. Then there's going to be another, I guess you could say, an concert orchestra program for BBC Four titled Alleluia, the Ghost Be Masher over Christmas, and it's going to be introduced by choral master Gareth Manilow. And then, of course, you've got the 2024 Christmas lecture from the Royal Institution that's also returning for Christmas in 3 parts. And then we come to a Doctor Who feature for BBC Four for Christmas that is going to be an opportunity to see a classic Doctor Who story now in colour. The War Games, starring Patrick Troughton as the Second Doctor, featuring Jamie and Zoe as we get to see Patrick Troughton's the Second Doctor's farewell story brought to life in a new 90-minute colorized version with updated sounds and new scores, and more importantly, it's going to also include a never-before-seen regeneration between the Second Doctor into the Third Doctor, along with recovered footage that's not been seen since the original broadcast. And that's going to air Day, the 23rd of December for BBC Four and iPlayer. Be sure to tune in then if you want to see this newly colorized Doctor Who classic. All right, now we come to the final channels of our look back, and it's going to be CBBC and CBeebies section. So the CBeebies, so the first highlight is obviously for CBeebies, the Doc Hill and Jay and the Christmas Wish. That's the first highlight for CBeebies this Christmas, and then we've got their big Christmas show, their pantomime show, which is Beauty and the Beast, which has been confirmed for Saturday the 7th. And it also guest stars Gladiator Steele, and has even got a star from Blue Peter in this production as well. And then we have 2 new Quarter Blanks Box of Treasures coming to CBBC. The first one is Angel Pavements, and the second one, The Loving Kinds. And then another highlight for CBBC is Jamie Oliver's son, Buddy Oliver, is going to be returning for a Cooking Buddies Christmas special, where he's going to be joined by two-time world street champion Moshe Garby, famously known as the Red Vermin Girl in the film Matilda. And then another highlight for Christmas Day will be My Life, the Snowman and Me, which follows 2 boys who are performing in the Birmingham Snowman performance in the West End in the Peacock Theatre. And then there's the Blue Peter Christmas Spectacular, where they're going to be looking behind the scenes of the new Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foil, as well as one of the stars from the CBeebies Panto, Shin, and the show-stopping performance in the Blue Peter studio. Just some of the highlights you can expect in the Blue Peter Christmas Spectacular for Christmas on CBBC. And then also for CBBC and BBC One will be the brand new Famous Five adventure, The Mystery of the Prosecco Hotel, that will be kicking off the new series of the Famous Five BBC to BBC, CBBC and BBC One. And of course, there'll be another episode will be airing in 2025. And then we have the Primrose Railway Children that's also coming to CBBC, which you'll be pleased to know if you're wanting to watch this. It's actually going to be airing rather soon, in fact. It's going to be starting as soon as Monday. In fact, it's going to be showing all episodes of it, be showing from Monday the 16th of December, but there is an early showing of it kicking off at 5:30 on Sunday the 1st of December. So this Sunday, you'll be able to see the first showing of it on CBBC should you, and it's going to be available on iPlayer from Sunday the 1st of December. So there you go. And it's also coming to BBC One as well. So BBC One viewers will also get to see the Primrose Railway Children at some point. So there you go. That is what is coming to CBBC, to all the BBC channels over Christmas. It gives you a bit of a taste of all the great content that is awaiting BBC viewers this year. Obviously, I'm kind of more looking forward to the BBC Four showing of the War Games and classic Top of the Pops and stuff, as well as some of the specials that BBC One and Two are showing. Definitely going to be checking out some of the documentaries and dramas and stuff that's coming, including Gavin and Stacey, Doctor Who, etc. But let me know in the comment section what shows you're looking forward to checking out, because I'm sure there's probably going to be, I'm pretty sure there's probably going to find your favourites in this lineup somewhere. Yeah, I'll be very intrigued to see what sort of Christmas special are you looking forward to checking out over Christmas. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything that's tickled your fancy already. Yeah, more importantly, next week is when we're going to be getting the Christmas TV listings and New Year listings next week. So most of this stuff will finally be scheduled, and we'll finally know what Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is going to look like on the BBC, ITV and Channel 4, etc. as we prepare for... So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Look out for some Christmas Universe specials as we look at the lineup of new movies coming to the BBC this Christmas, as well as highlights of some Top of the Pops Christmas repeats that are on the way. And then, of course, we'll also talk about this year's Christmas idents for BBC One as they get ready for their reveal. Stay tuned. See you then.